to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, always a pleasure. Do you see the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. To Adetokunbo. George. Right. Steph Curry, defended by Kevin Durant. Paul George to Kemba Walker. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Hart with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Paul George fires and 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here's Curry with it up top. Leads a bucket. George to Curry. Adetokunbo to Curry. Easy path to the rim. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. In just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Curry into the front court. Leads 4. Paul George to Curry. Here comes the screen. Steph Curry hardens on him. For 3. Steph Curry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Here's Leonard for 2. That's no good.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
George to Curry.
Screen coming.
To Adetokunbo. Has a chance. Shot misses there for Adetokunbo.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket, and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
James to Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. The drive right to the basket. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Curry to bring it up. His team up by 7. Adetokunbo to Walker. Adetokunbo to George. Trying to cash in. Not done yet.
That's you.
Curry. Looks like the ball was still in the cylinder.
2 points awarded.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. LBJ with it. To Durant. Irving. Takes stock of the floor. Rolling inside. Kawhi Leonard. Missed his first. That one goes.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Curry to Adetokunbo. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try at the line, no good.
Got it, man.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Across the timeline comes James. 8-2 our score.
ISO.
Here comes the
Hey, watch
screen.
the screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to James.
Hey, double screen. Watch cutter.
Thompson
Watch cutter. Watch
to
cutter.
Irving. Thompson. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Curry to Kemba Walker. Won't go.
I got this clown. Let's go. Get down, get down, get down. Half court. Here come,
Leonard
here come.
to James. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
LeBron James.
Screen on your right.
Curry to Embiid. Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson matched up with the two-time MVP. Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Here we go. Here we
To
go.
Adetokunbo. Curry. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Let it go, man.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Steph Curry matched up with Durant.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To Paul George. Curry. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Leonard to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson here against Steph. Defense making the ball handler work. Durant. Kemba Walker against the former Cougar. To George. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Go out by yourself.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. New blood coming in for both sides. Walker with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Curry to Walker. Here comes the screen.
On your left. On your left.
Walker.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it.
Good shot, baby.
Play some D, play some D.
Lillard to James. Goes reverse to lay it in. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Screen coming.
Screen.
Curry. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
I got him. I got ball.
Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. The follow won't go either.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Curry with the interception. To Davis. Slam dunk. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
It's Steph at the controls. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
I got ball.
Anthony Davis lets it fly, taking advantage of the turnover.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Simmons into the front court. Margins 8 to Durant. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block. Oh, away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lillard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Simmons with a shot. No good. Blake Griffin snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Curry into the front court. It's an 8-point lead.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Griffin to Curry. Westbrook to Curry.
Screen.
Griffin missed it. Lillard to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Lillard defended by Steph Curry. Durant to Lillard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3.
Shot, box out.
Gets a look, can't hit.
All them bricks you couldn't grip.
Curry with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Middleton to Curry. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. It's Steph for 2. Steph Curry. He's now 5 for 6.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Durant to Thompson. Has a look. Now a shot by Thompson, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Curry. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Thompson to Durant. Thompson to Simmons. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Simmons with it. Down 8.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
To Davis. Simmons to Davis. Down low.
We got him. We got him.
Knocked loose. Davis. Here's Durant for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. They'll let one fly from half court. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. To the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Paul George to Middleton. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Chris Middleton, couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. First free throw is good.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Davis. Simmons. To Leonard. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Westbrook across the timeline, up by 6. George, defended by Thompson. Here comes the screen. George to Westbrook.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Shot clock winding down. It's Westbrook. Off the mark. Into the front court comes Simmons. Now down 6. To Lillard.
Big pick right there.
Another chance. Anthony Davis. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lillard to Thompson. To Simmons. Thompson. 5 to shoot. Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Doesn't get the bounce. Lillard to Simmons. Goes to the right side. Thompson to Simmons. by Middleton. Westbrook into the front court. Up 6. To Middleton. Back was to the basket. 5 seconds. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Harden to Thompson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Walker to Griffin. Driving right to the basket. Anthony Davis with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Westbrook. 5 on the shot clock. To Middleton. Fires the 3, and Chris Middleton good on the quick release that time.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Irving to Harden. Irving to Davis. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kemba Walker against Harden. To Middleton. Down low Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Thompson to Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Middleton to Kemba Walker. Gets to the basket and scores. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First is your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Westbrook to Griffin. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 3 for 3 in this first half.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Irving. Down low for Davis. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Walker to Adetokunbo. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Irving into the front court. Down 6. To James. Kyrie lets it go. Kyrie Irving. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Durant with the basketball up top. Trailing by 4. Down low for Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Curry. It was right there. Harden with it up top. They trail by 1. To Davis. James. To Durant. 5 seconds to shoot. Leonard. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Curry. Down to 5 on the 24 to Adetokunbo. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Good shot, money. Good shot, money.
Able to convert on both free throws. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. Time to shuffle things up.
I got ball.
Curry. Russell Westbrook against Harden. And a nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game now. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true. He's also finding his rhythm.
To James. To Leonard. Down to 5 of the 24. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Giannis with it up top. Down 4 to Paul George. Adetokunbo to Curry. And takes it away.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Irving. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. To Adetokunbo.
Get the shooters, watch the shooters, get back.
Oh, he had it. Durant across the timeline. They lead it. 4-point game. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Durant. Leonard to Durant. Trying to cash in with the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. George to Curry. Knocks it down from mid-range. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort with the proper skill with the time and effort.
To Westbrook. Going along beyond the arc. Big Russ, big shot, hits the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Leonard to Harden. James Harden, 2 of 4 now.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Kevin Durant sends it away. So the difference, 3 points as we reach the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The West All-Stars have themselves a close game after 2 quarters, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the West. The East are within striking distance at the half.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
These are the guys getting buckets for the East.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Irving brings the ball up court to Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Gets a look, can't hit.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Leonard to Harden. From long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry to Embiid. Goes to the right side. Curry buries it.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
LBJ to Durant. Irving sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant to Harden. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Curry to Adetokunbo. Curry to George. Joel Embiid. Short jumper misses.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Walker, give it to him. Kemba Walker, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
And breaks it up. Leonard over to the right side. Won't go. To Curry. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over.
go.
Kyrie, he's looking for that touch.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
James into the front court. The deficit is 6. LeBron James. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Antetokounmpo to Walker. Here comes the screen.
Screen come.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Substitution being made in this one. Paul George.
Got him. Double.
Curry. He engulfed him that time. To Irving.
I told you
James
the screen was coming.
to Irving.
Cut it.
Gets it in the right corner. Leonard to James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Here comes the screen. George to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Here comes the screen. Durant to Davis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kevin Durant rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
They go down to Davis. The pass set it all up.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Paul George to Curry.
Got him. Good trap.
It's George for 2. Paul George. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Antetokounmpo to Paul George. Curry. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 22, Chris Middleton.
Kevin Durant with the rock to Irving. Probing the defense. Durant to James. Kyrie Irving for 2. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line. Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line.
Shooting 2.
First one, count it.
Oh, yeah. Get your money, man.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
This out.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Tie game, 3rd quarter. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time. To Durant. James. They'll get it to Durant. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. And he finishes at the rim. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Embiid to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Kawhi Leonard against Westbrook. Durant to Irving.
Shot.
Off the mark. Well contested.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Antetokounmpo to Westbrook.
On your lap, here he comes.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
James. Deep right corner. To Durant. Can't
Show me
connect.
something better than that, baby. It's game time. My ball. I got ball.
Blake Griffin. Tough matchup against Durant. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Griffin. Embiid, good for 2.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Leonard. To James. Deep left corner. Durant. Shot clock winding down. James shakes free and hits.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Middleton to Westbrook. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 3 for 7.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
I got him. Here we go.
Simmons to Irving.
Hit.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Simmons to Irving. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. The follow won't go either.
Here we go.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guy's down 3. To Davis.
I'm here.
Nikola Jokic tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here comes the screen. It's Westbrook. Not that time. Here's Simmons with it up top. They're down 3.
And finishes strong. An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Westbrook with it. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Adetokunbo to Jokic. Curling inside. Nikola Jokic. Looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
James to Irving. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Get down. Half court. Here come.
With the interception, great defensive play. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Team Curry going to have the ball first as we start the fourth. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Nope, first one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Westbrook with the basketball. All even here in the fourth.
Screen.
Thompson to James. Count it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. 2-point advantage. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Blake Griffin defended by Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Harden in possession. Lead is 2. To James. No good and no foul. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Here comes the screen. Paul George, 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Harden. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Westbrook in the front court. Down 4. George to Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Gets it in the left corner. Harden to James. Goes to the right side. They'll get it down to Davis. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, Nikola Jokic. With that, he's 5 for 9.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
You flashing,
Lillard to James. Harden to Davis. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game was scouted.
Nice pass to set things up. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden to Davis, down low. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Pick up.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys trail now by 4. Curry. Tough shot. Well defended. Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Walker with the basketball. The deficit is 6.
Come on, you're right.
To Middleton. Curry. Shot clock winding down to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys down by 9. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
And good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Middleton. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Joel Embiid pins it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant. James to Leonard. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Curry to George. Fires the three. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Irving. Harden. Here comes the screen. Defense making the ball carrier work. No good. Giannis with it up top. His guys now down by a point. To Paul George. Antetokounmpo to George. Walker. Not getting the bounce. Leonard to Irving. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Curry to bring it up. Down three.
Sure you want to do this? Sure.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh, yes, me and you, me and you.
Leonard to James. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo to Curry. To Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot.
Watch the cutter coming through. Buck,
Curry.
Buck, Buck.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Nothing going here on that drive. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Paul George to Antetokounmpo. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Missed it.
Good job, boy.
Not
Good
much
job.
more you can ask for from the defense there. Giannis in control of the basketball. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen.
You're right.
Kemba
You're
Walker
right.
matched up with Durant. Deep left corner. 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
prices coming down. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. It's James controlling the offense. To Harden. Probing the defense. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
Durant. James Harden trying to cash in. Not that time. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Leonard to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Walker into the front court. Leads a bucket.
Too slow. Give me the rock.
To Adetokunbo. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. To Davis. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lock up.
Embiid to Adetokunbo. LeBron James able to recover with the block. Middleton.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Middleton to Walker. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Middleton. Man, that was a tough shot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
New blood coming in for both sides. Irving to James. Durant to James. To Irving.
Shut up.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
This side. Trap this. Come on, we got
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
First one goes
There it
down.
is. Just like practice.
I like that one.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Now they get the intentional foul. He's going to have to earn it at the line. 2 huge free throws in a 1-point game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first.
I get it right back to you.
And he makes them both.
Ooh, I like that. Block up. Here it comes.
That misses with 3 seconds left. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First free throw is good.
Good shot, baby.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The East All-Stars
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3-ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Check out the leading scores for the East All-Stars. The West are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the West All-Stars.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Steph Curry.
Is your All-Star Game MVP. So much of this game is about the fans, so it's great that he put on such a memorable show for them.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.